Hello everyone, it's me, Sephie of Studio Moon Tokki. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I just wanted to literally sit back and relax and do what I was doing yesterday, which was crochet for myself and not really do anything that is for the purpose of market prep, even though ironically I am including this footage in my market prep video because why not? We are in a studio vlog anyway. But in case you are wondering what I have been doing since yesterday, I have actually wanted to make another tokki for myself because this is from a worsted weight yarn. I think that's a size medium, a number 4. She's just perfect for my desk and I absolutely love her. I have not released her pattern and I don't think I ever will release her pattern. I just want to keep her for myself. She's just so freaking cute. I have actually decided to turn her into a plushie, but unfortunately I ran out of yarn. So I ordered more yarn and I'm just in the process of waiting for my yarn to arrive. So far I have this paper bag full of stuff that I have crocheted, and if you notice that this is how she is next to my face. In comparison, this is the ear for the plush yarn that I'm using. To be honest, this isn't even made of the same plush yarn that I normally crochet my plushies with. This is actually made of cotton yarn. The type of yarn is still, I think, super bulky, but the texture of it is cotton-like. It's not chenille, so it isn't as squishy as the chenille yarn that I normally use, like the likes of Hobby or Premier Parfait Chunky. So this is a little cleaner as well when it comes to the stitches, if you can notice that. There were a few reasons why I chose this yarn, mainly because it's just been sitting in my shelf. I think it's this specific cube that houses all of my panda yarns, because in the early parts of my journey in crochet, it was the first super bulky yarn that I managed to stumble across that was readily available here in New Zealand, but unfortunately it does fall under the more expensive super bulky yarn. I mean, everything here in New Zealand is pricey, but in comparison to if I purchased yarn from Premier or from Hobby, it's definitely cheaper if I just bought from those two. I hope that New Zealand actually improves the availability of said kinds of yarn, because I think a lot of people would definitely love to crochet with those yarns without having to spend too much on them, as well as it would be nice to see how many more people would get into crochet because there's so much more availability here locally already without really spending too much for it. But yeah, can you just imagine this is how big the strawberry is versus like side-by-side comparison to my model tokki? That's just insane. This plushie is going to be bigger than I expected, honestly. Now this is the first time I've actually translated my pattern for Moon Tokki in a type of yarn that is not the usual medium weight yarn. So I'm pleasantly surprised with how big this is going to come out as. And so I'm actually using the Spot Saver yarn after I could not let go of the fact that I ran out of the panda yarn while in the process of making my Moon Tokki plushie. So I was like, no, I really want to make another Moon Tokki in possibly another size. I don't know how big she is going to be if I actually use this. And in comparison, so this is the strawberry that is made out of the Spot Saver yarn from Spotlight for Tokki. And I guess you can see the side-by-side comparison of it. It is slightly bigger, so she will be definitely bigger than this one. But I think she might actually be even bigger than I imagined using this. This is the ear, and this is the ear, like Tokki side-by-side ear. Yeah, it's good. It's a good inch bigger. So I don't know. I think she is going to be an inch bigger at the very least. Like, isn't it gonna be cute? Oh god, that is so adorable. Ah, I'm so excited. So this is the Spot Saver yarn that is, I think, 10 ply, and I think this is 12 ply with the panda yarn. Can you just see? That's how big that is going to be, and compared to, you know, this one that is currently on my current Moon Tokki that's made out of 8-ply yarn. So that is amazing. I'm so excited. I am really excited to see how these two iterations of Moon Tokki is going to turn out. You will see her probably on my Instagram. You are very much welcome to follow me over there. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have been doing for the past couple of days. And I did realize that because I was working with the panda yarn, I remembered why I stopped using the panda yarn. It just reminded me of how stiff the yarn is because it is cotton, and I am working with it to make amigurumi stuff. I needed the stitches to be tight so that the stuffing won't come out. That kind of forced me to need to pull tighter when it comes to my tension, and it kind of made my hands, both hands actually, a little bit sore, that I got really tired. And that was a first in a long time for me to feel the need to actually stretch my muscles and get reminded that this is something that can take a toll on you health-wise, physically, in the long run if you don't practice a healthy schedule around it. Like, I can really feel like my hands are still quite tired even after a good night's rest. So I guess it did come in handy that I ran out of the pink yarn that I needed using the panda yarn right before I needed to do the head and the body for Tokki, because those two are the main, like the big parts. If you look at her, those are the ones that have a lot of repetitions that I needed to do, and that is very time consuming. So I hope I'm going to be able to finish it before my birthday, because it will just be so nice to get another yet bigger Tokki ready for my birthday. But yeah, really excited to do that. I do need the rest, so I might actually not crochet this weekend, just so that I can really have a chill weekend that I can use to rest and relax with, so that come next week I can delve into what I really need to do with a little bit more urgency and actually focus better with the stuff that I still need to do in time for the market. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next update. Today, I'm actually just going to edit some YouTube videos while I can. I did tell myself that because I have been crocheting a lot the past few weeks, I feel like my hands are feeling a little tired, and I kind of want to possibly take a break for around 2 days. Hopefully, if ever I'm going to crochet anything, it's not going to be too intensive so that my muscles don't really hurt in the long run, and I don't really want to have any injuries along the way either. With that being said though, I want to show you guys what I was able to finish last night. Look at her! She's gorgeous! Oh my god, she's so cute! Moon Tokki is here! I love her so much. She's so adorable, and I love her size because I can just cuddle her. Now, she wasn't originally this size. The pattern I actually based her off of gave me this size. Look at that. That's like, wow, it's so different. I can't believe it. Amazing, right? And like I said yesterday, I ran out of yarn for the jumbo Tokki that I was actually doing. Since I did order the yarn, I'm still waiting for it to be delivered, and I'm kind of hoping that it gets delivered next week, early next week, so that I can jump on that before my birthday on Sunday. In the meantime, I did not want to stop making Tokki, so I took it upon myself to make another version. Yay! And this is her. She's just so cute. Look at that face. Look at that face. So if you guys remembered the very first Tokki that I made, my patient Zero, from over a year ago, more than a year ago, this is her. Ain't she a cutie? Look at them side by side. They've changed she's changed so much. For the better, I guess. The sizes are almost identical, and as much as I love the original Tokki, she is like my 000. It's really nice to see in comparison how far I've come. Seeing her, coming from her, is like if I came from here and I got here in just a little over a year, it just makes me so much more excited to see where else this whole thing can take me moving forward, right? Yeah, just seeing two of them together is like, girly, you are doing so well. You've got this. It is also important for me to be able to hype up myself when I need to. Oh, it's so cute. They're both so cute. Oh my god. In any case, like I said, today I'm just going to edit as much as I can for my other YouTube videos. Gotta prepare for that. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next update. Hello everyone! I just got back from a very busy weekend. It was spent mostly not at home, so that was something new. I am kind of tired. My social battery is drained, definitely. I am one of those people who, even though I didn't really interact with other people that much, I am drained as soon as I get out of the house. So that's one of the main reasons why I am such a homebody. I don't really go out that often. If ever I do go out, it's because I need to. So yeah, that was a very productive weekend for me. That was not really involving crochet in any form whatsoever. If ever I did pick up a crochet hook, it was for like 5 minutes. I guess that just means that I really need to hustle this coming week. And I'll give you my next update when something comes out. Hello everyone, welcome back. Saturday, I visited a weekend market. Just, you know, looking around what I could see, and I also loved visiting craft markets like those so that I can have a general idea of how goods are laid out on tables and all of that, like to get an idea or inspiration for market setups. It's always a good idea to visit your own local markets to see how actual vendors show their displays and display their actual products on the tables. Anyway, like I said, I didn't really have any actual time to sit down and do any crochet stuff, so honestly I don't know if I'm just readjusting myself or thinking if I really just need to prioritize specific things moving forward. And I think that's always something that I have to keep at the back of my mind, that what I have to do should always be first, and then I'll do whatever I want to do afterwards, after I've accomplished everything that I needed to do. I still have one personal project that I wanted to do right before my birthday this Sunday, so by the time that this video is released, my birthday is long gone. I wouldn't really mind. It's just a personal target for me to work through. I guess I can put it in a way where I'm doing this as my birthday gift to myself, for myself, made by myself. I guess I can do it like that. I can justify it like that, right? But yeah, my giant Tokki is like just really for myself. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and since I did set aside last week some time to get started on it, and unfortunately I ran out of yarn. I opted to order a few skeins of yarn, and they did come in today, luckily, finally, at the beginning of the week. Like I said, I did get the package and I opened it, and these are the lovely yarns that I got. I had another pink yarn in this shade up here, so basically I got 4 skeins of yarn, but I'm already like in the process of using the 1/3 of this shade. Yeah, so I'm using 1 skein of this shade right now to make Tokki's head, because between the two, I mean Tokki's head and Tokki's body, Tokki's head has more stitches and has more rows to consider, so I wanted to know how much yarn I'm using up out of these 3 for that before I move on to the body, because I feel like if I tackled the bigger size first, it's easier to see the difference with all of the 3 skeins that I'm working with. Yeah, it's math. I hate this. I hate math. I hate the math of crochet, but we have to do it. I feel like my teachers from primary school and up to high school is like, oh, this is what you are applying everything that you should have learned in school to. You're actually, you know, applying something useful with what you have supposedly learned when you were younger. I'm like, no. You might be wondering, why do I have a darker colored pink? That is because I needed this to work as possibly the blush marks for Tokki. Since Tokki is your usual blush pink, I can't really use any similar blush pink shade of yarn for her, so I have to always do 1 shade darker or possibly 2 shades darker just to have more definition with her base color. Pretty excited to show you guys how that turns out, because I'm really excited to see it for myself. I'm currently working on her head and it is massive as it is. I think this is the biggest toy that I've actually created to date, so this is going to be very interesting. Even though I know it's not going to be sold anywhere, I really just really appreciate looking at the stuff that I've made. And I guess now that I'm actually sitting down and showing you guys via video how these things are done and like how they turn out to be, that's like even more fun to look back on later on, right? In any case, since that is what I have in mind for pretty much I assume the rest of the day today, and most likely most of the day tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to have any more updates beyond this for that project. And most likely the next time that you will be seeing me talk about my update is when I've actually finished making my giant Tokki, and probably after that is when I am going to get started on the next bout for my market prep. They are a lot. They really are a lot. You guys, I did it. I finished my project. You want to see? Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited to just show you. Okay, hold on. Let me show you. She's here. Ta-da! Oh my god, Tokki's here, my baby. Hi! Isn't she adorable? She's so freaking cute. I love her so much. Oh my god, I love her. Look at that. Look at the wings. She's got 2 wings and a little fluffy tail. So cute. Oh my god. And look at the feet. Look at the feet. She could kick you. Yes. And she could punch you too. Oh my god. She's just so freaking cute. Oh my god. Okay, I'm tired. To be honest, I'm pretty sure you might be wondering how long it took me to finish her, making her. Well, technically it may have just taken me like 3 days tops, but that's because I really just trudged through, even though I was already experiencing some muscle pains and all of that with my hands. I know that's really bad, but I really just wanted to, you know, make the most out of this time that I could allot for myself, because I was in between doing all of the stuff that I needed to prep for the market, and I wanted to give myself an ample amount of time, enough but not really like squeezed in or tight in schedule. But I just really wanted to allow myself to be able to make something that I really loved, and this giant Tokki was it. Oh my god, she's just so cute. Oh my god, look at her. You're gonna see a lot more of her moving forward in this channel. I just can't stop loving you. This girl was the original. At the time that I was making her, I didn't really know much about like the type of yarn, like if there was any difference between wool yarn and acrylic yarn and all of that. Like I literally just went by what was available based on the color availability, and just went about it visually rather than like the technicalities of, bless you, rather than the technicalities of the materials. So that's the reason why she is a little bit more of a bubblegum pink compared to this girl that she's based off of as well. So I'm using exactly the same pattern from her to make her. I was originally making the Jumbo Tokki. I just really wanted to make the Jumbo Tokki specifically, but I ran out of yarn. I ran out of pink yarn because I didn't really expect that I would be using so much of the pink yarn, and that was when I realized that a skein of yarn, though it does reflect a specific number of weight in grams, like let's say 100 grams for a skein, it doesn't necessarily mean that all 100 grams per skein is exactly the same length of measurement for what is there in your yarn skein. So like the one that I got for this one is 70 meters, so that is much less compared to the yardage that or the measurement that I get for the skeins of yarn I used for her. Also the small Tokki, I only have 2 hands, I'm sorry, I can only hold 2 at a time. Yeah, I actually ran out of pink yarn, so I had to order at around Thursday, and in the meantime I was still on a Tokki high, on a giant Tokki high. I had everything done except for the head and the body, so I was extra excited in my Tokki high that I decided to make a smaller Tokki but slightly bigger than the original Tokki. Oh my god, I'm grabbing her on the head, I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah, so like bigger than this Tokki but definitely smaller than the Jumbo Tokki. So this is her. I actually like her a lot. Like she is a perfect size for a prop, like if you are cosplaying or something like that and you want like your familiar to be there, then yeah, this is like a really cute plushie to hold. And I don't know, if you guys may be interested in this size of Tokki and friends, I wouldn't mind making a lot of them for you. I do like the size of this one. It's very convenient. It is like the cuddliest one to have if you are like wanting to hug something at night or snuggle with something at night. Definitely this girl is your best bet. But if you do like the jumbo one, this one is like really good for your desk buddy. Like she's very ideal. She does keep me grounded, and she does act like my guardian angel by my desk, like off camera, off frame. She is literally like sitting over here. Meanwhile, this Jumbo Tokki is definitely my bestie. Oh my god, like I'm actually telling my husband, like, you need to move over, like you need to make space for her. My baby needs to be able to lie down in between us. She's just the cutest thing. Oh my god, look at that giant strawberry on her ear. I'm really happy with how she came about, and the main reason why I wanted to make her in the first place was so that she can keep me company while I'm actually doing these kinds of YouTube videos for you guys and all that jazz. And I do just appreciate that I can finally have a giant huggable Tokki. With regards to am I going to sell her, what the frack, no. I'm not. But if you do want to have her custom made and you want your own version of this giant Tokki, I'm just going to put it out there. It's gonna cost a lot because the amount of yarn that I will end up using to create her is a lot, so please do consider that and keep that in mind. Also, this is a huge labor of love, like the fact that it took me 3 days to make her, not just because I ran out of yarn skeins, but mainly because each piece is like individually made in the process. So like you can imagine how many individual pieces I had to make. Besides, you know, it's not just like a no sew thing, it's an all sew thing. So yeah, it's a lot of labor, and if you do appreciate that kind of thing, I don't really mind making one for you. But yeah, if you do live outside of New Zealand, unfortunately the shipping cost and possible customs would be extra painful in the pockets. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want a pattern down below, because I'm considering making one, but I don't know if anyone would be interested in the first place, or if I should just keep it to myself, because she is my baby, she is my mascot, she's my one and only true love, my guardian angel. You might be wondering what yarn I used to make her, and do I have it with me? I have this yarn. It's from the Panda brand, Soft Cotton Chunky. It is 55% acrylic and 45% cotton. 100 grams, 70 meters. I used about 5 skeins of this for all of the pink base, and the rest is just 1 skein each, if I remember correctly, or probably less than 1 skein each. You must be wondering why I didn't use my usual plush yarn, like from Hobby, Baby Snuggles and all of that, or Premier Parfait Chunky. It's only because if I did use those brands, it would cost me way more, because I would have to order specifically a batch of yarn in the colors that I need for Tokki for myself. And again, that is quite pricey, to be honest. It hurts the pocket, so maybe I would do that next year if I have a more stable source of income coming into my my finances. That would be very much welcome. So in the meantime, I do like the fact that she is made of a mix of acrylic and cotton, because she is both soft and sturdy at the same time, even though some people might think that, oh no, she's too stiff, she feels too like dense, and she is, but that's just so that I can keep her shape as is, even though I hug her and squeeze her and snuggle with her all the time. She is very resilient, which I like, and the fact that she is not using chenille yarn, I won't be afraid of her having any, what do you call that, remnants coming off from the weaving of the chenille yarn. I am really happy how they turned out. It gives me hope that I can actually do more of these kinds of things. Now that I have done this, I think it is really time that I have to sit down to seriously churn out the work that I really need to do now. In the meantime, I have already gotten started making some sepals for my roses, and thankfully they aren't as time consuming as the sepals that I did for the hyacinths that I initially did like a couple of weeks back, I think. Hopefully these don't really take me too long. After this, I think I'm just supposed to be doing like 16 of these anyway, so after that I will be doing the 16 leaves for the roses, and then I will get started on the tulips, because those are a lot. Either tulips or the roses, might as well just finish them, or the hyacinths, and I will get back to you guys when I finish all of that. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you do like this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up. She doesn't have thumbs, but imagine that she's actually asking for a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any suggestions for the kind of content that you would like to see from us. Join our Fluffle by subscribing to this channel, and follow us on all our other social media accounts, including our website. And we'll see you guys in the next update. Bye! I was very busy. Ooh, okay, and that from Hobby, Baby Snuggles and all of that, or